To start and tune the engine, you need just 4 items: a glow plug wrench, glow starter, fuel, and fuel bottle. They're all available separately or prepackaged in the Duratrax Nitro starter set at your local hobby dealer. RC model engines have specific fuel requirements. They use a model fuel called glow fuel or nitro, which is not the same as what goes in your family car. Never fill your tank with gasoline from the pump. Your engine's carburetor has been preset at the factory. The only thing you'll need to adjust is the high-speed needle valve. The high-speed needle controls how much fuel goes into the engine at mid to high speeds. Turning it clockwise lets less fuel into the engine. That's called leaning it out. Turning it counterclockwise richens the engine, which means you're letting in more fuel. You'll use these adjustments when you break in your engine. We know you're eager to hit the track, but for the sake of getting the longest life and the best performance from your engine, you must break it in before racing. Breaking your engine in helps all the internal parts wear together properly for peak performance. It takes only 3 or 4 tanks of fuel. Then your engine is ready for high performance and high speed competition. Breaking the engine in goes best if you follow these tips. Drive with the body off to keep the engine as cool as possible. Drive on hard, smooth surfaces, such as an empty parking lot. Throttle on and off smoothly to keep the engine running consistently. Ignore that urge to run full throttle or to tune the engine for a hot, lean run. One more thing before you fire up the engine and start the break-in. You may be wondering, once you have the engine running, how do you shut it off? The easiest way is to pinch the fuel line closed while the engine is running at idle speed. Now let's get the engine started. First, fill your tank with nitro fuel. A fuel bottle like this helps you reach down into the tank without spilling. Next, prime the tank as shown here by pushing down on the primer button 3 to 4 times. Watch the fuel travel through the fuel line. When it reaches the carburetor, hit the primer button once more. Attach your glow starter. It should be fully charged. Now pull the engine's recoil starter. Use short, quick movements. Don't pull it all the way out as you would with a lawnmower. That could damage the recoil unit. When the engine starts, remove the glow starter. Now you're ready to start the break-in process. For the first 2 tanks of fuel, your new engine needs to run rich or get lots of fuel. Turn the high-speed needle clockwise until it stops. Don't over-tighten it or it may be damaged. Now turn the needle counterclockwise 1 3/4 turns. It will sound like this. You'll see smoke from the exhaust. The model will seem slow and sluggish at first, but that's normal. You should avoid doing any of these things during braking, or you might seriously damage the engine. You've run at that rich sound for 2 tanks of fuel. Now it's time to start leaning the engine out. For your 3rd tank of fuel, turn the high-speed needle valve clockwise, just 1/8 of a turn. If it still sounds rich, fill your tank a 4th time and move the high-speed needle clockwise another 1/8 of a turn. Drive and listen. This is the sound you're aiming for. The engine is now running at its optimum level. If your car sounds like this, it means the high-speed needle is closed too far. The engine isn't getting enough fuel, and it's running too lean. Concentrate on the sound. That's too rich. That's too lean. That's the sound you want. When your engine sounds like this, you've found the best high-speed needle setting. But you may have to do some experimenting to allow for the effects of temperature and humidity. For more information on carburetor adjustments, see your engine instruction manual. Whenever you race, stay on the lookout for engine overheating. It can quickly cause serious, expensive damage. These are some signs to watch for. You can test for overheating by putting a drop of water on top of your engine's cylinder head. If it boils away in less than 3 to 5 seconds, stop racing and let your engine cool down. If you ever have problems starting your engine or keeping it running, here's a good troubleshooting tip. First, make sure the glow plug still burns. If it doesn't, you may just need to replace the plug or recharge your glow starter battery. Also, be sure to follow your manual's advice for properly maintaining your engine. Well, now you know how to keep the heart of your model running at its powerful best. No more waiting. It's time for you to hit the track. Good luck of your engine's cylinder head. If it boils away in less than 3 to 5 seconds, stop racing and let your engine cool down. If you ever have problems starting your engine or keeping it running, here's a good troubleshooting tip. First, make sure the glow plug still burns. If it doesn't, you may just need to replace the plug or recharge your glow starter battery. Also, be sure to follow your manual's advice for properly maintaining your engine. Well, now you know how to keep the heart of your model running at its powerful best. No more waiting. It's time for you to hit the track. Good luck and great racing.